Everything went south when I realized that they were hiding some critical safety issues.
Tesla said in a public statement that Christina had used company resources for a secret project. She denies this, and the firm has never provided proof.
Tesla could have done the right thing for so many years, and they didn't.
And to prove how vindictive this monster is, he's pure evil.
One whistleblower's fight could bring Tesla's empire to its knees. For a man who's built his legend on never backing down, Elon Musk just suffered a blow that might crack the foundation of his carefully constructed kingdom. On April 17, 2025, a California judge reopened Christina Balan's defamation case against Tesla.
A panel of appellate judges in California has reversed that ruling in her favor. Balan said she believes the case is essentially restarting and will allow for new legal proceedings. We are hoping we will start a new lawsuit, and we will have the chance to take on Elon Musk in front of a jury and judge.
Shattering years of legal maneuvering designed to keep her silent. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals voided Tesla's arbitration victory, exposing the company to something Musk has desperately avoided: public scrutiny of its internal practices.
The person behind the wheel told authorities they lost control of the car's brakes while on a highway before exiting onto a side street.
This isn't just another legal hiccup. It's the first time Musk's aggressive tactics to silence critics have spectacularly backfired. For a decade, Tesla has buried employee complaints in private arbitration, where corporate power typically prevails in the shadows. But not anymore. The court's ruling strips away Tesla's legal armor, forcing what happens next into the unforgiving light of a public trial. What happens when the richest man on earth loses to someone he tried to erase? We're about to find out. In 2014, Christina Balan was living the Silicon Valley dream as a senior design engineer at Tesla. But that dream twisted into a nightmare when she noticed something alarming. The carpeting beneath the pedals in Model S vehicles was curling up, creating a potential braking hazard, a simple design flaw that could have deadly consequences. She did what any responsible engineer would do. She reported it, she documented it, she escalated it, and then she paid for it. After raising concerns directly with Musk, Christina joined the shocking 90% of Tesla employees who contacted him about safety issues.
Good morning. The company says safety is a top priority and always has been, but until now, Tesla has repeatedly declined to release its factory safety records from years past,
only to find themselves fired shortly thereafter. The company didn't just terminate her. They launched a smear campaign, accusing her of criminal behavior and fraud, a brilliant engineer suddenly branded as unstable and dishonest. But Balan refused to disappear. Even as she battled stage 3B breast cancer during the arbitration proceedings, undergoing grueling treatments that left her physically devastated, she kept fighting. "I lost my hair," she later recounted, "but never lost the will to finish what I started." What would you risk to tell the truth? Your career, your safety, or your life? For Christina, the answer was all three. A single mother fighting both cancer and a trillion-dollar empire, she embodied the loneliness of standing against corporate pressure. Yet she persisted, year after year, even as Tesla's legal machinery worked to grind her into obscurity.
They dared to accuse me of serious crimes, like embezzlement.
Is it still whistleblowing if the whole world sees it, but no one listens? Tesla's playbook for handling internal criticism follows a disturbing pattern, one that extends far beyond Christina's case. In 2018, Tesla technician Martin Tripp raised alarms about battery production issues. The company's response? Accusing him of sabotage.
Accused of unlawfully hacking into the company's confidential trade secret information and transferring that information to third parties. He's also admitted to writing software that hacked Tesla's manufacturing operating system, or MOS, and transferring several gigabytes of Tesla data to outside entities. This includes dozens of confidential photographs and a video of Tesla's manufacturing systems.
Following him with private investigators, and even calling in a false tip to police claiming he was planning a mass shooting. The message was unmistakable: speak up and be destroyed. The Ninth Circuit's April 14th ruling exposed how Tesla weaponizes arbitration to silence critics. Balan's arbitration loss wasn't based on evidence. It hinged on a procedural timing technicality. The system worked exactly as designed, burying evidence through arbitration, as the court explicitly recognized. They didn't show an engineer stealing from the company, the court documents revealed. They showed one begging her leadership to take safety seriously. Tesla's legal strategy relies on exhaustion, dragging cases through years of proceedings until whistleblowers run out of money, health, or will to continue. What happens when that future is built on fear? When employees must choose between their conscience and their livelihood? The culture of silence doesn't just hurt whistleblowers. It endangers every driver who trusts Tesla's safety claims. How many more secrets are buried in confidential settlements and arbitration agreements? The cracks are beginning to show. Every tragedy paints the same picture: a company obsessed with speed and image at the expense of caution. Balan warned Musk about hundreds of defects per car in that 2014 email, a prophetic statement now haunting Tesla as regulatory investigations multiply. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has launched multiple probes into Tesla crashes. The Department of Justice has questioned Tesla's autopilot claims. The Securities and Exchange Commission has scrutinized Musk's public statements. Each investigation traces back to the same root: warnings ignored, concerns dismissed, whistleblowers silenced. What if Tesla's speed-first strategy endangers more than just the bottom line? The Ninth Circuit's decision represents more than just Balan's personal vindication. It signals a judicial system catching up to corporate malfeasance after years of delay. Tesla's attempt to shut down the case didn't hold because the court recognized something fundamental. The public deserves to know if safety concerns were buried. In a race for innovation, how many warnings should be ignored before it's too late? Christina's decade-long battle spanning from 2014 to 2025 shows Tesla's resistance to accountability. But that resistance is crumbling under the weight of accumulated evidence and judicial scrutiny. Could this ruling be the first domino to topple Tesla's legal stronghold? The answer might come sooner than Musk expects. The tremors from Christina's victory are already rippling through Tesla's carefully maintained public image. What began as one engineer's concern about curling carpets has exposed fundamental questions about the company's culture, priorities, and leadership. Public trial proceedings could begin within months, forcing Tesla to defend its safety practices, not in the friendly confines of private arbitration, but in open court where journalists, investors, and regulators will dissect every word. The countdown to this corporate reckoning has begun, and Tesla's legendary control over its narrative is slipping. At what point does a CEO become his company's biggest liability? Musk's public persona as a free speech absolutist stands in stark contrast to Tesla's aggressive silencing of internal critics. The irony isn't lost on former supporters, now questioning the gap between Tesla's futuristic brand image and its apparent fear of transparency. Multiple agencies have ramped up investigations, creating a perfect storm of scrutiny. The arbitration documents with their redacted pages symbolizing hidden truths will soon be replaced by public testimony and cross-examination. This isn't the end of the battle. It might be the beginning of a storm. Could Musk's social media persona be fueling Tesla's downfall? As he tweets about free speech and transparency, his company fights desperately to keep whistleblowers silent. The contradiction becomes harder to ignore with each court ruling against Tesla's secrecy. Is this the moment Tesla is forced to truly prioritize safety over speed? Christina Balan's unlikely victory, a single whistleblower prevailing against a trillion-dollar empire, suggests that even the most powerful corporations have vulnerabilities when truth finally breaks through. For a decade, she refused to be silenced. Now the whole world might finally listen.